It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm Bob Rechtenwald. This is Scooter.
Whoop, whoop.
Scott Callies.
How are you?
Peachy.
Just peachy, huh?
Peachy. If I ever get to banana, you know you're in trouble.
How about grapefruit?
That could be exciting.
But we'll go with peachy today.
We'll go with peachy.
Peachy today.
It's Friday.
It is.
Two more days to work this week.
Yeah. Friday, this is our long day.
This will be a long day. Our long season has come upon us.
Yes, it is here. It starts today.
Starts today. Bomber football.
Down in Jonesboro.
Live from Jonesboro, Arkansas against the Hurricane of Jonesboro.
Now, it's not a regular game, though, the way they have it. It's, it's a benefit game, so they're going to kind of break it up and let different groups play. I know.
We'll have Coach Harry here this morning, and hopefully he'll give us what the actual format's going to be. But the last word I had, they took out the JV game. There was going to be a JV game up front, and they've taken it out, and now they're going to have like a full half. They're going to have some warm-up introduction, blah, 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 the first quarter. Then they're going to have a quarter, and then a halftime, and then a quarter, and then special teams.
Yeah.
Now,
something like that.
At 7:30, when Coach Harry is here, that is totally subject to change.
Yeah, that may be all different.
However, nonetheless, we will have our pregame show at 5:30.
Yep.
And we'll have the live kickoff whenever they start that, but it's supposed to be at 6 o'clock.
We'll be there.
We will
set
be
up
there.
and broadcasting. Ready to rip and roll.
Ready to rip. Yep. Other than that, what's happening in your world? Anything good?
Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Just been batting down the hatches trying to get ready for the season.
Well, you've got all kinds of new technology stuff that you're working with this year, so we're hoping that that'll make a difference and it'll be fun.
Which is good to do the benefit game, because if we got any glitches or anything that needs to be adjusted or whatever, we hopefully get it done in this game. Hopefully we don't have any, but if we do have any, we'll figure it out this game, and then when the regular season kicks in, we'll be good to go.
Be a good time had by one and all.
Yes.
The college kid is good.
He is, of course, he's in Fayetteville, and he doesn't have school this week. He's just, this is kind of what they call party week. This is where all the freshmen get to do all their things or whatever. So, yeah, he's having a ball. He seems to be enjoying it.
So instead of sleepless in Seattle, it's sleepless in Fayetteville?
Oh, yeah. He's made a lot of friends. I'll give him that. If that was the goal, he's made something.
Good time. School starts Monday for them?
Yeah.
And how's the med student going?
She's doing great. She started already. And, she's getting right off the bat, she's cutting things open. They've got, I don't know where they get the bodies from, but she's already cutting them open, working on things. And I know, well, yeah, that's true. It's Memphis. But yeah, they're
fresh supply every day.
She was talking today. She had to move vertebrae or something, and they were using a chisel and a hammer to adjust and move. I don't know. It was bizarre.
She's learning to come home to work on your knee, yeah?
Yeah, something. But, yeah, she said it was hands-on first day. I mean, you just dug right in.
Wow. Oof.
They don't give you any break-in time.
Not much break.
No.
Well, let's take a break and have a little morning prayer this morning.
Okay.
Lord, we just thank you for who you are in our lives, the morning prayer. Oh, I guess we ought to have an introduction, huh?
Well, I was wondering. I was on the screen, and then I saw.
Here we go. There we went.
Yeah.
Let's come back.
I figured we were
going
to do it at the end. I didn't know.
Roller Funeral Home brings you the morning prayer each morning with 29 locations to serve you. One in Memphis, Tennessee. With all our respects, not just their motto, it's the way they do business. And Renata Jenkins Byler and her staff all across the state do a wonderful job in your time of sorrow and your time of need. So now, the morning prayer.
There you go.
Whew. Lord, just thank you for who you are and what you mean to us in our lives. Lord, we just pray that you will continue to keep us whole as a nation, keep us together as one. And Lord, we just keep our focus on you and what you mean to us in our lives. Lord, this morning I just pray for the family of Officer Tim Phillips has lost his life at 70 years old. He leaves behind him 2 sons and his wife, Joy. And Lord, we just pray that you will be with them as they deal with that. As Tim lost his life on Wednesday, Lord, we just pray for the family of Joe Bodenhammer as he also lost his life on Tuesday. Lord, he was battling a sickness. Lord, we just pray that you will be with him and his family and his grandchildren and his children, and just keep them lifted up to you, Lord. Lord, as always, we just pray for the students that are back in school now, and being that it's Friday and the sports teams will start traveling again starting today. Lord, we just pray that you will send travel mercies ahead of them so they'll have safe trip going to and coming back from wherever their destination is. And Lord, we just pray that you will continue to lead, guide, direct us, and keep us safe. And it's in Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Home, with all our respect. Highway 5 North, just past Hospital Drive. Look to your right-hand side of your road, and you will see the biggest American flag you've probably ever seen. Pull in there, talk to them about pre-planning, funeral services, cemetery plots, mausoleum, you name it, they can take care of it for you. If you don't know where the nearest Roller Funeral Home is to you, give them a call at 870-425-2161, and they'll be glad to help you figure out which one is closest to you. Roller Funeral Home, with all our respect. And now it's time for a quick word from Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team, Century 21 LeMac Realty. 870-405-0793 is their number. Retiredtoarkansas.net is their website. We'll be back in just a moment.
Oh, honey, we've had such a wonderful vacation here in the Ozarks. I really hate to go home.
I know. The lakes, the rivers, they've all been great for fishing. Oh, and the boating and the swimming.
And the people are so nice in the stores and restaurants.
Let's call an agent and see if we can make Mountain Home our new home.
Call the Z-Team, 870-405-0793. Century 21 LeMac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East Mountain Home.
870-405-0793. Hello, Z-Team?
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for the weather, the lake levels, dam reports, all brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team, Century 21 LeMac Realty. 870-405-0793 is their number. Retiredtoarkansas.net is their website. Go there, click on live views, and this is what you see. Foggy this morning.
Yes, very foggy this morning. The other one's still got a pretty shot, even though it's fog. You get a little bit of the tree.
Get some tree and some sun.
Well, now it's just fog.
And now it's just the
We'll back up.
dusty street. You know those shots that you click and then sometime will show me, so, hey, this is the one I caught last night.
Yeah.
You got any of those you can pull up?
Yeah. I'd have to add them. I should have added them beforehand. Let's see if we can find a good one. Images.
What we've got here is a shot of the White River from the Marion County side of Arkansas back into the Baxter County side. Generally is the city of Cotter, and Scooter will click us up here or something in just a minute.
Yeah, that's a good one. How's that one?
That's beautiful. That is a great shot. That's a shot of the Rainbow Bridge, and behind it to your right is the old Trellis Bridge. The campground, I believe that's the Blue Haven campground on the right-hand side there as you're going across that bridge. No, that's not either, is it? Because that's on the wrong bridge. I don't know what that is then. The old KOA site.
Maybe.
Yeah. City of
That I
Cotter
couldn't
would
tell
be
you.
far to your right, but you're looking at the Rainbow Bridge, and that's a still shot. It's not a live shot. It's a still shot Scooter clicked some time ago, but it's just a good-looking shot brought to you each morning by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zadora, Century 21 LeMac Realty. That's another good shot there as well.
These are all ones I captured from different moments.
Different times of the day. Different mornings when you come in.
Different mornings.
The old Witch's Hat Water Tower there at the City of Cotter. There's a couple of radio towers there as well. Dryer Mountain or Crystal Mountain is straight ahead, way off. But the City of Mountain Home is just to the right of that as well. There's the City of Cotter, more of a, not a picture shot or a computerized shot. This is an actual shot of the City of Cotter. This is what you would normally see with the fog lifted. Just great shots. These shots are brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team, Century 21 LeMac Realty here in Mountain Home. Go to retiredtoarkansas.net. Click on MLS listings, see what's available in our area. If there's anything that tickles your fancy, something that catches your eye, give them a call at 870-405-0793. And you can click these live views anytime, day or night, They're really cool to watch in the lightning storm at night.
Oh, that's when they're the best. You get all that lightning going across.
Or the week of 4th of July when people are blowing off fireworks.
Or wintertime when it's snowing.
Or wintertime when it's snowing. Now, I haven't done that yet. That'd be a good time.
Now, believe it or not, that this, like I said, this was a shot we took a number of days ago, but this is the same shot this morning. You can tell how much fog
Lots of
is
fog
out there.
Well, when you've got temperatures like in Mountain Home, 64, and yesterday it was, 90-something?
Yeah.
So the water is a little bit cooler in the air. I don't know what makes fog, but it's there. Currently, Mountain Home is 64, Harrison is 63, Batesville 69, Yellville is 66, Marshall 68, Salem 61, Mountain View 68, Calico Rock 64, West Plains, Missouri is 61, Springfield, Missouri is 60, Poplar Bluff, Missouri is 61, and St. Louis, Missouri is 57 degrees. We'll take a look at the radar. Ain't nothing.
Ain't nothing.
Ain't nothing.
Which is good.
Nothing, honey.
Which
all
is
around
good.
us is clear. All of Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana. All that general area around us is nice and clear. Let's
Clear
zoom
night
in.
for football.
There you go. Just if it'll cool off a little bit, by the time kickoff comes, we'll be all right. Looks like it stays clear no matter how much we zoom in from Rogers to Blytheville, Fayetteville over to Jonesboro, Fort Smith to Conway, Little Rock down to Pine Bluff, Hot Springs over to Greenville, Mississippi, and Texarkana. It's all clear in the state of Arkansas. Watches and warnings. What have we got here, Scooter? Excessive heat watch. Is that what that is?
It looks like
to
it.
me. Excessive heat watch. All of Missouri. Notice how it doesn't come across the line?
Yeah.
The governor must have sent out an issue. Don't come to Arkansas.
Don't come to Arkansas. We've got our borders up.
All of Missouri, half of Illinois, half of Iowa, good portion of Nebraska, over half of Kansas, all under the excessive heat watch. The heat advisory is back in Oklahoma, most of Texas, most of Louisiana, and southern portion of Arkansas. But our area, 2/3 of the top part of the state of Arkansas, is clear from all that excessive heat warning, which is good.
Now
Today,
the important part.
The important part today is going to be high at 86, sunny, clear tonight, low of 64.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Saturday, sunny, high of 91. That's not
another.
bad.
That's
Still
another
not
good
bad.
thing because me and your son are going floating.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Sunday
On
night.
Saturday. So.
Sunday night, mostly clear, low of 86, low of 68. Dyslexic this morning. Sunday, hot, high of 97. Sunday night, low of 70. Monday, high of 97. Low Monday night, low of 72. Tuesday, sunny, high of 96. I believe summer's back. Next Wednesday, going to be 96, and next Thursday, 96. Going to be a warm, warm day.
Bring it on.
Pollen. Tree pollen today is moderate. Tomorrow is none. Sunday is none. Grass pollen today is moderate. Low tomorrow and low on Sunday. Ragweed moderate today, none on tomorrow, and none on Sunday. Lake levels and dam reports. Lake Norfolk 556.38, which is 4.38 above full pool. They currently are not generating, but they have 3 spillway gates open. They're producing 3,700 cubic feet per second of water coming out of that. The water's actually moving pretty fast with that amount of spillway gates open. Bull Shoals 659.97, which is 0.97 above full pool of 659, currently generating 1 at this time. So where are y'all floating?
Crooked Creek.
Ain't no water in Crooked Creek right now.
Yeah, there'll be enough. Where we're going, there'll be enough.
Okay. That's the lake levels, dam reports, and the weather, all brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z Team, Century 21 LeMac Realty. 870-405-0793 is their phone number, or you can check them out on the internet at www.retiredarkansas.net. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hi, Brett, Fritz, and Paisley here at Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Roost Road. Mower Warehouse has the largest selection of Ferris zero-turn mowers in stock. 0% financing available. Mower Warehouse also services all brands of mowers We offer free delivery. Come see us for all your mower needs. That's Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Ridge Road, where your business is appreciated.
Going on now through June. Up to $500 off select mowers at Mower Warehouse. With no money down and payments as low as $89 per month.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for community news and happenings brought to you by Mower Warehouse of Mountain Home, Highway 178 East out toward the bypass. On the right-hand side of the road, don't worry, you'll know you're there when you see the mower in the air. Mower Warehouse.
Everywhere.
Mowers everywhere.
He does.
They are the authorized dealer for Ferris mowers in the area. They've got some big rebates on everything they sell. Tell me about them, Scooter.
They got some great... that went well. How does that?
Nice,
okay, everybody up to speed now. They have some great rebates going just to the end of the month. Don't know that they'll extend them, so if you're interested, you better get in pretty quick. But they are large rebates. Most of them are like $500 off. They also offer financing. They've got no money down, 0% financing. They can take care of you and get you in a mower without killing your pocketbook.
Parts, sales, and service, it's all available there at Mower Warehouse. They'll work on anything that's out there. If you can't get it to them, they'll come to you, pick it up, take it in their shop, bring it back to you. They'll do a great job taking care of you as well. If you're looking for a part for your mower, your weed eater, your chainsaw, your blower, whatever you've got, give them a chance. They may have it. You just never know. Save some shipping fees and time waiting on
They carry
Amazon.
A large line of parts. If you ever walk in their store, you'll see wall to wall inside of just parts.
I need to go check it out. Community news and happenings. Let's see what's going on around our area. It looks like they've named a new administrator for the Izard County Regional Hospital, which is down at Calico Rock. Have you ever been down there to that hospital?
I've been to it, and I have been in it one time, but not in an ER type of setting.
Yeah. It's a quaint little hospital. These smaller community hospitals have a hard time, but they've got new ownership and they've got a new administrator there, so that's going to hopefully help that area. Those areas need that. It's a pretty good drive to come all the way to Mountain Home, but the Salem Hospital has been taken over by Baxter Health. That's a plus for them as well, so that's all good. Let's see what we got. Arkansas Game and Fish will open up some additional dove fields. Have you ever been dove hunting?
I have not. I have to say, that's one thing I have not done.
Dove season runs from September the 2nd through October 22nd, and then from December the 8th through January 15th. And you can have, looks like, the daily bag limit is 15 with a possession limit of 45. So I guess you can be carrying for somebody else?
No, and now that possession limit is considered what you got at home in the freezer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's how that works?
Yeah.
Didn't know that. Did not know that.
I know if they question you on the river, they'll come to your house and go through everything.
Really?
Yep.
No, we darn. If you want some more information on that, you can go to agfc.com. Check out all the hunting seasons and everything that's available there. Arkansas Game and Fish will be back next Thursday.
Next Thursday, yeah.
This coming Thursday. So that'll be, I don't know who they're going to send yet, but that'd be fun. Let's see what else we got here. We've got the military past and present First Responders Appreciation Night, which will be September the 1st. The dinner is for the military, first responders, and one guest. Reservations need to be made by August the 25th, which will be next week. The dinner is at 6 o'clock. You can submit a photo for the halftime slideshow. They've left that open till the 20th, till Monday, I think, is when they've actually going to shut that off. The free T-shirt ordering for military first responders. Others can purchase a T-shirt by going to this link right here, this little square. You can go there. It's open to emergency EMTs. It's open to fire departments, police departments, volunteer fire departments, all those. But the main focus is the military, past and present. They want to honor you for what you've done for our country. Let's see, what else have we got here? You know of anything, Scooter?
Not a whole lot.
However, sports are kicking up. That's a good thing. I know they've had some tennis matches, some golf matches. I know Yellville took the team over to Berryville and did some playing over there. But as far as community news going on, truck pull will return to the Baxter County Fairgrounds. They will be having
Baxter County Fairs next week.
Baxter County Fair starts, yeah.
22nd through the 26th, I believe.
The Baxter County Fair truck pull returns Friday evening at 7 o'clock at the Baxter County Fairgrounds. This year, spectators will experience a new, larger track for the event, and it's going to be a good time. Are we going to have the fair board on, or anybody from the fair board?
I'm working on that.
Working on that. But it starts Tuesday.
I know.
Fair starts.
It kind of snuck up. They hadn't even been talking about it, and all of a sudden, yesterday, David mentioned, isn't the fair coming up pretty soon? And I looked it up and was like, oh, it's next week.
Yeah, next Tuesday.
Hadn't really heard anything. I guess when you don't have kids in school that are saying, hey, we need to buy tickets and we need to blah, 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 you really don't keep up to speed.
Don't know. If you want more information on what's going on with the fair and this, the new truck pull grounds that they have made there at the fairgrounds, give Mike Bradshaw a call at 870-404-50592. 870-404-0592. I hope the dyslexia goes away before the ball game tonight.
Probably not.
Having a hard time with that. That's about all I've got there, Scooter, for community news and happenings, brought to you by Mower Warehouse of Mountain Home, Highway 178 East out toward the bypass. You'll know you're there when you see the mowers in the air. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in just a moment.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 LeMac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's generally this time in the morning on a Friday for This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zadora. Bob is out of the area for a little bit.
Yeah, he wasn't able to come in and do the show.
Not able to be in today, so we're just going to talk about some general real estate stuff, and, you know, it's still hopping.
It is hopping. You would think that there would have been a break in it, but it's just, this area is just still rolling.
I was talking to a friend of mine who is also a realtor. Actually, I have more than one friend in the real estate business, believe it or not.
I'm just surprised you have more than one friend, but we're good.
Well, you and one other. No, but hey, I think. Anyway, I was talking to him, and he said, you know, Bob, real estate is just hopping here.
It is.
He said, we all expected with the interest rates going up a little bit that the market would slow way down. like Bob says every Friday, it's down about 20%, but that's the national slowdown. But here in our area, 20% is it's a lot of business, but it's keeping everybody busy.
That, and you look at the interest rate, and you would have thought, when everything started jumping so fast, because when it first started jumping, it was very, very quick. Had a lot of people, and I'm sure there was a little hiccup right in that time, but it's kind of leveled out now. Last I heard we were floating right around 6%.
I think we're closer to 7 now.
Sorry, 7%. But you look at compared to the past, that's not that high. When you look at it, it's it is, but around COVID time when everything got crazy and the interest rates dropped to so low, it was nuts. But now they've leveled out to kind of a level playing field. They're not fluctuating as fast. They're not moving as fast. People have just kind of dealt with it.
They're high for people 20 to 35. It's considered to be a high rate. People 35 to 75, it's still low considering what they've seen in the past.
Yeah,
I listen to a lot of talk radio type stuff, informational radio when I'm mowing, and I heard a guy say, interest rates may seem high to you, but they're not high in the big scheme of things. When Jimmy Carter was in office, it was 18%.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Most, like you said, the older crowd realizes it's not that high. Your younger crowders like, oh my gosh, I remember when it was 3% and blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, those days are gone, and they don't ever come that often. So if you miss that boat, you missed the boat. I don't see us seeing a 3% again. But
I don't see it coming back. Another thing that I hear a lot of on the radio is prices aren't coming down. I'm not going to buy a house till the prices correct themselves or till the prices come back. I don't see that happening.
You're seeing a little bit of people doing some price changes, from what he said, but all in all, they're not really coming down.
The norm is going to be $150,000 to $200,000 home. It's not going to be the $40,000, $50,000, and $60,000 homes anymore.
So I can safely say if you're waiting for better prices, better rates, you're waiting for nothing. You need to go ahead and live your life, and if the rates change down the road, refinance.
Exactly right. And there's banks out there that are offering an opportunity, and they'll tell you right up front, say, go ahead and finance with us now. And when things change, they'll give you an opportunity to do it, and you can negotiate that up front. Say, look, we're going to go ahead and take this interest rate the way it is today, but I want something in my contract that says in the next 12 months, if it drops by so much, I get to refinance with no points. And that's doable. It's going on around the country right now. So with that, there are opportunities. I also heard on this same show that I listened to a lot said, the best time to have bought a house would have been 3 years ago or 4 years ago when interest rates were low. The second best time to buy a house is right now, because you don't know what the future is going to hold.
Exactly.
You have no idea.
You can always refinance later down the road, and this is a big decision. And if there's you find a house that you're looking for, you need to go ahead and jump on it if you want to refinance later down the road. But it may not get any better than what it is right now.
If you're looking to buy a home, give Bob or Linda Zadora a call at 870-405-0793. If you're looking to list a home, give Bob and Linda Zadora a call at 870-405-0793. RetiredArkansas.net is their website. They're the ones that provide us with the river views each morning. Great realtors, great people. These are realtors you can recommend to your friends. They're busy, but never too busy to assist you in your realty needs. And just give them a call. They've been around a long time.
They have.
They've won numerous awards, not only locally on the North Central Arkansas Board of Realtors, but throughout the Century 21 franchise.
Their customer service rating, it would be hard to beat by anybody. They've got a very top-notch customer service rating, and that says a lot for what they do.
And it's not just Bob and Linda. It's saying, I'm not going to sit here and try to name them all because I don't know them.
It's the whole Z team.
It's the whole Z team. That's exactly right. There you go. I'm going to try it. It's Bob and Linda, Sam McMasters, Reese Tubbs,
Darlene.
I don't remember her last name.
Ooh, now you're in trouble.
Now I'm in trouble. I got hung up.
You shouldn't have done that.
Shouldn't have started.
Yep.
But however, it is the Z Team. 870-405-0793 is their number. Retiredarkansas.net is their website. Give them a call. These are realtors you can recommend to your friends. Busy, but never too busy to help you.
These are realtors that support the community.
They are.
That's a big thing.
Community supporters,
yes.
No doubt. And
we thank them for all they do.
You bet. Be glad to help you anytime. This has been an abbreviated portion of This Week in Real Estate without Bob Zadora. So,
he did want me to say he's going to be back next week on fire, ready to go.
Ready to go.
All right.
Well, safe travels to him, and we'll be back in just a moment. Good morning.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we're here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville. If you're
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's Friday football. Are you ready, Coach?
Well, it's about time, man.
Coach Steve Airy, Mountain Home Head Bomber football coach, is with us this morning. It is about time.
Oh, it's been a long summer. It seems like we've been practicing for years.
Yeah, I know it.
Golly.
But you know the nice thing, and I've seemed to notice some of this, Coach, Seems like you've had good numbers throughout the whole summer.
It's the best summer, this best off season we've had. Everything about it's been better than ever for us. So
you've had some good team camps throughout the state and up into Missouri. You've had some good team camps showing, have good performances from your guys, and you've made it through all those team camps with no injuries.
Right. Yeah, we're relatively healthy. We got a little sickness going around. There's a lot of throwing up and stuff going on right now. Fever.
Stomach virus type stuff?
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going around in the locker room right now, and we're just trying to get through that. I'll say it's probably not here; it's probably everywhere. You know, once school starts and everybody starts getting stacked in. You know, it seems like it always does that right at the beginning of football season, though.
It sure does. It sure does. You know, they've done away with the old-fashioned two-a-days.
Mm-hmm.
How do y'all fill that in instead of doing 2-day practices? How do y'all deal with practicing?
You know, I think you just kind of adjust to it in a sense that you make up that time in other areas, like in the spring or in the summer, early summer. You know, you make sure you're getting out and getting your field work in.
Are you regulated on how much you can practice in the summer and in the fall, early fall?
I believe in this. No, I'm not for sure, Bob. I'm not for sure. I'm thinking it's 3 hours, 3-hour practices. You probably go, I don't know. And then you throw some weights on top of there, but I just think that's a little too much.
How's your numbers look for now that you're actually going to start game time? What's the numbers looking like?
Man, we're about 76, 78.
Biggest numbers since you've been here?
Yeah. For sure.
For sure. Let's talk about something that happened last Saturday night over at the shed here at ASU Mountain Home. It was the Mountain Home Gridiron Club Steak Dinner and Auction. What's your take on that?
Blown away. Blown away. I just can't believe. I mean, it just blows me away.
The turnout,
speechless almost.
The turnout for that was tremendous. The support from the community was tremendous. I call him Bobo, but Brandon Barnes done a great job auctioneering off. Started with the players and ended with auction items. It was just a great night all around.
It was fun. There was a lot of laughs. There was a lot of money being generated. I think everybody had a good time.
Yeah. The folks at the Gridiron Club did a great job putting that on.
Darn right. And there's a lot of hands on deck when that comes into town, that auction, and I'm really proud of our team.
Yeah.
Our auction team.
They did a great job.
Yep.
Steaks were all tremendous. The brownies were good. They were passing them out like cordwood, just passing them brownies out. And Coach, I'm just going to tell you, this auction has got the attention of folks all across the northern part of Arkansas and into Missouri. We had guests there from Missouri Saturday night that came in just for the auction. Old friends of yours and new friends of mine, and it came in. They buy a table, they buy items at the auction. They support Bomber football, but they support Steve Airy.
Well, I'm just lucky to run across people like that. I try to be good to people, and most people are good. They really are. And that's what I tell the boys. Most people are good, and you just got to be good to people, and you're going to get return. Giving is a lot better, and if you give, you receive. And I receive a lot of friendship and a lot of love from people.
Yeah. And the Bomber team that you've got this season seems to be a little bit different than the first 2 years that you were here. Seems like the dedication, the commitment is there, the action that they take. I've got a son that we raised. He's not blood, but it's a young man that we raised for a few years when he was very young, and he coaches a travel softball team down in Florida. And we were talking the other night on the phone, and he said, "Pop," he said, "I have come up with a new thing, and I give it out, an award I give out every tournament after we get finished playing, and I call it the ACE Award." And I said, "Oh, what is it?" He said, "Action, commitment, and effort." And I said, "That makes a lot of sense." And I've noticed that in your team this year so far, Coach. Their actions are different. Their commitment level seems to be different. and their effort level seems to be different. And I may take that and branch out on that a little bit, but it's exciting to know that these kids, and not only the kids, but the parents, are buying into the program.
And that's the number one thing. When I came here, it's like, I don't think the parents were vested enough to care whether the kids got to practice or not. And that's a skill that kid needs for the rest of his life.
Mm-hmm.
And our parents are vested, so our kids are vested. So it goes hand in hand, and that's a Steve Airy philosophy. Maybe it's not any good, but it's Steve Airy philosophy anyway.
It's worked for you all these years.
It has worked, and I feel like it's growing in this program as well.
And it's a good thing to have. The commitment level just needs to be there, and it's not just in football, but like you said, they're going to need it in life. You show up late for work a few days, guess what? You don't have to work no more.
I had a mom call me yesterday, and she said, "Coach, I went to that auction the other night," and she says, "It was impressive." She says, "I just want to thank you for reaching out to my son and asking him to play football at Old Mill Tavern that night." And he was sitting at a table, big kid named Tristan Cooper. I said, "Man, you're big. You gotta try this." And she said he's got so much out of that, not just football. May not be the greatest player, but she says it's really trickled into his confidence and the way he carries himself and what way he does stuff around the house.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And they need that. They need a little bit of guidance. There's so many kids that are out there that live in a single-parent home. In our area, there's a lot of kids out there that live in a grandparent's home or an aunt or an uncle's home. And they need that additional support system, and through sports, they get it. It's not just football, basketball, wrestling, all the sports.
Yeah.
I've said 100 times on this show, there's kids that go to school so they can participate in those extracurricular activities. It may not be a sport, it may be band or FFA or FBLA or one of those others, but they go because that's what keeps them in school.
I know we're gonna bring a bunch over to Jonesboro, not just excited about life right now. Those extracurricular activities really make kids excited and give them something to look forward to.
And they need that. Absolutely need that. But again, we want to thank the Mountain Home Gridiron Club. We want to thank ASU Mountain Home, the whole core group of the people of the Gridiron Club that put together the steak dinner and the auction, especially the cooks. We want to thank them cooks big time.
Absolutely.
Get that going. Miss Jones that kind of ran over the kitchen and kept it all under control. I don't want to sit here and name names because there's too many to do that, but just
and just the generosity of our town and our people, and I am overwhelmed with how many people.
The business owners that donated, the people that bought tickets, and gave them away. I've got people down in Little Rock that each year will send me money and say, find somebody to give these tickets to. I don't want to make just a donation. I want someone that would normally not be able to go. I want them to go in my stead, and I do that. I pass out several tickets throughout the year, or throughout that steak dinner. But it's exciting. It'll be coming back around next August, so be ready. We'll be knocking on the door again and doing it again. You had a barbecue and a sleepover. Let's talk about that just for a moment. How'd that work out for you?
It was fun.
But it wore you out.
Kids won't behave.
Kids won't behave.
It's like I want to be around the guys and enjoy them, and I am constantly, don't do that. What are you doing? I was like, I had to be a jerk most of the time, and I don't like being that guy.
Yeah.
I just hey, don't do this. And before you know it, somebody's sneaking off and doing it. You know what I mean?
So you had.
So it's like this is really like a bunch of third graders. There's a maturity level we don't have yet, and hopefully we get there so we can play some high school football.
You took them and you went and played mini golf.
Out
at Little T's.
Yep.
They hosted that, and was that a good time?
That was a really good time. They got a chance to eat ice cream and throw some bags and play some putt-putt, and then we let you feed us.
I did, yeah.
You and Bob Chester fed us, and
how were the watermelons? I need to know that.
They were good.
They were good?
They were good. And we went out and done some bowling that night, and that storm hit right as we was on the bus coming. Well, right about the time we was getting on the bus to come home. We had ice cream again. So, anyway, that's a good day for me when I get ice cream twice.
Yeah.
I think most of the kids enjoyed ice cream twice.
Y'all slept. Where did everybody sleep at?
Slept in the floors. Slept on their blow-up mattresses, kind of in the weight room. And good thing was it wasn't real hot.
Yeah.
So I think it was almost cold in the morning when I got up, with the air blowing, and it just wasn't that hot. But some of them didn't bring anything. They're gonna learn how to camp. But I think next year we'll do our team activities and go home, because I'd be down there, shut out the lights, and all of a sudden you'd hear something. Then you had somebody pouring water on somebody, or just being mischievous, and it's like they're wearing me out.
Yeah.
They need to get some sleep, so we had a horrible practice the next morning, and we sent them home.
There you go. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching the morning show on XL7-TV. It's Friday Football Friday. Coach Steve Airy. We'll be back in just a moment.
If you're looking for something wonderful and delicious, head on over to Paradise Cream for a homemade ice cream experience. With over 20 flavors like German chocolate cake and sea salt caramel, it's always homemade and delicious. Paradise Cream has something for everyone and also carries dairy-free and vegan ice cream options. So whether you like it in a cup or in one of their homemade waffle cones, you're in for a wonderful dessert experience. Located in Mountain Home next to Ramada Inn, or at their Harrison address across from Pizza Hut and Castle Rental. Let Paradise Cream cater your next event, because you're on your way to paradise.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should call the Z-Team.
Hi, Brett, Fritz, and Paisley here at Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Ridge Road. Mower Warehouse has the largest selection of Ferris zero-turn mowers in stock. 0% financing available. Mower Warehouse also services all brands of mowers. We offer free delivery. Come see us for all your mower needs. That's Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Ridge Road, where your business is appreciated.
Going on now through June, up to $500 off select mowers at Mower Warehouse, with no money down and payments as low as $89 per month.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's Friday Football Friday, here with Coach Steve Airy, head bomber. Coach, you brought me a roster this morning, and I thank you for that. I'm looking at this, and there's a good number of sophomores that made the trip down the hill, and it looks like they're stuck.
Yeah, it's good.
How would you react if you'd had that stick last year's bunch?
Oh, we would be totally different. Totally different.
Let's talk about your team. You're taking the team over to Jonesboro, going to do a benefit game. Will benefit AAA. Our pregame will start at 5:30, and kickoff will be at 6 o'clock. What's the format for tonight?
Well, we had set one up months ago, and then they had changed it. I guess AAA's got some rules. So the way this is going to play out tonight is we're going to play a 4-quarter game.
Okay.
Special teams are going to be dead. So we'll just PAT with no rush, punt team with no return, or whatever.
Kickoff, no return?
Kickoff, no return.
But your kickers will be active?
Yes. So you get to kick the ball, you get to get your personnel on the field.
You know, right now, Coach, that's a good thing, because the kicker you lost from last year is going to be hard to replace.
Oh, yeah. And then we'll play our varsity. We're going to play them half, and probably the first series coming out of the third quarter, make some halftime adjustments, and just kind of get through halftime rather than saying you're done at half. We're going to try to coach a little bit at halftime, throw them out there one more series, and then we're going to let the younger guys play.
Okay.
So,
what's the Hurricane look like?
I have no idea. They're going through a new coaching change.
Again,
they've gone through a lot of adversity over there.
Mm-hmm.
They had Coach Coleman retired, and then they hired a coach from Bryant. Then he resigned. Now they hired another coach. So they've had 3 coaches in the last year, and then somebody went in, and tore up their turf, so they had to get new turf on.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, they went in and done donuts or something all over the turf and tore up the field. So they've had a lot going on over there in Jonesboro.
Yeah.
And you always try to make a few phone calls and see if you can gather a little bit on them, and I don't know with torn up turf and everything if they got a whole lot done this summer. I'm sure they did stuff, but I didn't get any scouting reports on them. I can tell you that. And all the coaches they've gone through,
I read somewhere that they've only got 1 or 2 returning starters on defense.
Really?
Yeah, that makes it a little bit different.
And I hadn't read the Hooten's article on it.
I haven't
do
either.
that today.
Yeah, I haven't either. How are your returners? How's their attitude? What's your boys look like?
I think we're in good shape. Our skill set, we got most of our skills back on offense, and they really.
You've got your quarterback, Cade Yates, is coming back.
Cade's
He'll be
back.
a senior this year. Has he had a good offseason?
He has. He's really sharp. He's a high IQ guy. He knows the game.
Is your backup quarterback, Brantley Phillips, is he healthy?
He's healthy and better than I expected. He's really come along very quickly and very nicely.
Good.
Brantley has.
Good. You've got some wideouts, some split ends. Anthony Milborn's back. Talon Palmer's back. Hannaford is back. Both Hannafords are back.
Yep. And Corwin Morris at the tight end. So we have 4 guys in the receiving corps back.
How about your running backs? Is Chenoweth going to be a running back, or is he going to be more of a receiver?
He's working a little bit of both. He ran the ball really well this year and just wasn't too fired up on running the ball this year. And but Chris Hubbard has really come on and had a really good summer. And
I was going to say, you've got I don't know what you call him these days. I call him a fullback. Chris Hubbard, number 25, is coming back. He's a senior, 200-pound running back, but he lowers his head and he puts it to you.
He does. And then we got Barrett Miller. We got Chenoweth. I think we got to move in from Georgia. Dalen, what's Dalen's last name? Number 27.
Oh, sure. Dalen Delapina.
He's been a pleasant move in as well. So we feel like we got four nice little running backs right now.
Coach, that's called depth. Have you ever had that here
no,
before?
Not at all. No, I mean it's just like wow. And we got a few wide receivers that can fill in too. So offensively, skill set wise, I feel like we're in a good place.
Let's talk about your line. What's your line looking like? Have they grown a little bit? Have you got a little more size than what we've had in the past?
You know, we're not big like a Greenwood big, but we're okay for us.
You know, last year we averaged giving up about 70 pounds per player every game.
Yeah.
Hopefully we've shortened that gap a little bit.
We have. I think Yarborough's 260, 264, and Foxdollar's about 215 or 220, and Purdue's about 265, 270.
Who do you have snapping the ball? Somebody told me that Purdue's not center this year. He's been moved over.
Nathan Yarborough.
Seems to be a good move at this time.
Yeah. Yep. We needed a tackle. Purdue's serviceable. Big guy, works hard. Long. You need a long guy for big body to get around that edge.
Not afraid to play.
Mm-mm.
Not afraid to play. So you've got some sophomores that are going to make a difference this year as well, but you've got some juniors that are kind of the middle gap.
We really got 10 linemen too. We got depth there. I mean, they're all about the same. Coach was working in 4 guards the other day. He didn't know who he was going to start.
Have you got a bunch of players that are having to play both ways, or is that kind of leveled out a little bit?
That's leveled out a little bit. We'll play Barrett a little bit both ways. We'll play Cheney a little bit both ways. Chenoweth. Milburn's going to play a little bit in nickel package, but for the most part, we're good.
What's our defense looking like?
Front four is okay. Obviously, we got a real good one with Robert Dover, and then Aiden Setzer's running that other defensive end spot. And he's had a really good off season. He's about 200 pounds or a little 201, 202. Need to get a little more meat on him. But Noah Greninger's playing the nose guard for us. He's big. And that other tackle spot, we're rolling a couple guys in there with Parker Reed and Josiah Chapa and Eli Jones. So,
what's your linebacker force look like?
That's our guys we got to work on right there.
Justin Rula return.
Rula, Ty Hannaford, Julian Cardenas, Maddox Carney. They're all small, just really, really, really small. And that's the thing. When
small body but big heart.
Big heart, dadgummit. You need a guy. I'd like to have a guy like Boje in there playing that B gap to B gap. But
how about your defensive backs?
Most athletic bunch we've had. They make a lot of mental errors. They can be a little better on the leadership and the focus. But they're athletic and they run and they hit.
Who's leading that defensive back force for you?
We got Jacob playing corner, Jacob Chenoweth. We got Talon Palmer playing cornerback, and Barrett Miller and Dawson Dunlap are going to be playing our safeties.
Dunlap's back.
Dunlap's back, and he's a lot healthier than he was last year. He's a different cat. Yep.
He's looking a little bit better. He's looking a little.
He's about 180.
A little meatier than he has years
DBs
past.
are bigger than my linebackers, which is kind of odd. That's the truth. That's the truth.
That's different.
They're bigger and they're faster. So,
who do you get kicking?
Kelso Hott is probably our number one guy right now.
Kickoff and
Ethan Clark's our number two.
Who's the punter?
Brantley Phillips, sophomore.
Brantley Phillips. Sounds like we've got a well-rounded bunch.
We do. Got more depth. We're bigger, faster, stronger. We're in a good place. We need a ball game. We need to go out and see what kind of fight we have in us. I think we have some. And the big thing about us is just going to be not making mistakes. I watched Nettleton last night. I drove over to Nettleton, and they look really good.
Oh, they played their benefit game last night?
Yeah, they're better. We're better than we was last year, but so are they.
Who did they play?
They played Osceola.
I bet they're big still.
They're big, and they're really, really, really athletic fast. Last year, number 5 kind of jumped off the charts, and number 3, number 5, number 20. I mean, number 10. they had I think they got a lot more in the stable this year.
And we'll be making that trip next week over there to start the actual regular season against the Nettleton. What is it? The Nettleton, we talked about this the other day. What is their mascot? Is it Warriors or Raiders?
I think it's Raiders.
Raiders? Yeah. But tonight we go to Jonesboro, take on the Hurricane for a benefit game for the AAA. It's not going to be a regular game, but it's going to be, like you say, at least a full half of football and then a series or two at the third quarter. And then you're going to work on special teams and kicking after that?
Yep, that's how it's going to go.
What's our JV team? We've got a game Monday for the JV.
We're going to be home against Salem, Arkansas.
Okay.
That was kind of nice that Salem and Highland both called this year and said, "Hey, we need a game," and I thought that was nice.
So come on over. We'll be glad to play you.
Yeah. It's hard to round out is where our location is a good 9 or a 10 game schedule. I think we have 9 JV games.
That's good.
So kids are going to play a lot of ball, and
anybody that's on this Mountain Home Bomber football team says, I don't get to play varsity. I'm just a JV guy, or I haven't seen the field yet. I just get to practice. Practice, the old saying is, practice makes perfect. And I don't care if you're on the team, never see a game. If you're still practicing, you're still part of the team.
Yeah, everybody has a role, and sometimes it's not the role you want, but everybody has a role. And we're going to try to give everybody a job and a job description, and we're going to do our best to get everybody going.
Coach Harry, we appreciate you coming in this morning, and we'll see you tonight at Jonesboro.
All right. Thank y'all.
You've been watching XL7 TV. We'll see you Monday.